Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Covering both sides of the big issues with the analysis you trust on News Radio 1040 WHO.
We have a nationwide, as you are aware, nationwide labor shortage. It's a very weird thing, right? And there are various reasons for it. Some of them, I believe, are political. Having said that, apparently some people don't want to work because customers are now being too rude. Well, joining us is Lisa Miller. Lisa is an expert on consumer psychology. She's been on my show before. You're welcome back, Lisa. How are you?
Good, Sam. Thanks for having me back.
So people just don't want to take the rudeness. How does the rudeness present itself?
Well, I think we've all seen it on social media where, customers are just yelling at staff. They're pushing and scuffling. And I think workers are basically just saying, you know what, life's too short, so maybe I just need to find something else.
Right, and it is a remarkable thing. I don't understand it. I actually go out of my way. So, for example, I had a complaint about a brand. Did it over the weekend. Called them. And I go out of my way to say, look, this is nothing to do with you, the individual that I'm talking to, but I'm not very happy with the brand, the global you, as it were, and this is why I'm not very happy with the global you. And I think people need to figure that out. To be honest, that you should make that point, that there are two separate things, right?
Right, and I do think there's a couple things from a consumer view. As we discussed the other day, consumers are very excited to get back out, and now with the Delta variant concerns decreasing, even more people are ready to get back out. But what happens is that if you go back out and your favorite thing isn't available, whether it's at a restaurant or retail shop, we know that there's, labor shortages, but then even price increases, people are just kind of frustrated. And unfortunately, they're sometimes taking it out, on those employees.
Yeah. My wife's in the service industry. She has to deal with some of that as well. It is genuinely a remarkable phenomenon. It really is that we are seeing. You've done some research. How bad is it?
Yes, what we're seeing is about 74% of Americans today just say, you know what, this frontline employees really need to be treated better right now. And so that's the first sign of, maybe something can change, is that at least there's acknowledgement that there's a problem out there. But honestly, consumers just need to understand that we as daily customers to grocery stores, restaurants, all of these things, it's like we're part of the problem sometimes. So if we want to help the labor shortages, we just need to be, honestly, it's just kind of basic human kindness, just remembering about that.
It's so hard for me to believe that's an issue in Iowa. I got to tell you, it really is. We're really nice. It's even called Iowa nice.
Yeah, that's well, it's interesting. Is I think different parts of the country, are experiencing it, but I think it's a pretty pronounced issue. You see these scuffles and such across the country, but I hope Des Moines can be a little bit nicer. I'm in Texas, so some days are good and some days are bad, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're in Des Moines, we're in Cedar Rapids, we're in Davenport, we're actually even across the border into Illinois. Right now, this is a show that's pretty much all over the Midwest. So it's just so remarkable because people need to understand that the thing they're complaining about almost never has anything to do with the person they're complaining to.
Absolutely. And you see incidents where, servers are just really at their wits' end. Somebody's screaming at them because their hamburger's not cooked correctly. There's a local place here in Dallas where there was earlier in the summer that was ice cream. And literally this teenage, 16-year-old child was just completely, not assaulted, but just verbally abused, because like the ice cream wasn't fast enough or something. And it's just like, come on, everybody. Like, we just need to all take just relax, go out and enjoy, but have some patience. And if it doesn't change, honestly, Simon, there's going to be a whole group of part-time workers that it's going to be really a challenge. It's already a challenge. It'll just be a continued challenge, to find restaurant workers, retail workers, those types of people that really are in the service industry that we count on each and every day.
So you're saying rude shoppers are indeed what is behind some of our crippling labor shortage.
Without a doubt. And without a doubt, you ask a 20-something-year-old about, or 18-year-old that, do you want to work in the restaurant? Unfortunately, the number one answer is it's stress and not, it's too stressful. Now, that's always been a big issue, but it's just amplified during COVID, right? How people filter that is very different. And the other thing that's really fascinating is when you talk to these younger people, the main thing they're looking for, too, beyond just, obviously good pay, flexible schedules, they want to be treated with respect. They want to be treated fairly. And, those are just, it's so sad that, we're even having to have these conversations because that should just be kind of the antes, right?
Right. Absolutely. Lisa Miller is a consultant. She's got decades of experience. She's been studying all of this, and she's worked with some very well-known brands like Walmart, Applebee's, IHOP, La Quinta, and 7-Eleven, to name but a few. If you want to find out more about her, well, you go to lwm-associates.com. lwm-associates.com. Lisa, thank you very much for joining us. We really do appreciate it, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Simon. Take care.
We'll talk again.